We all, whether we know it or not, we give away our light during the day. We don't know it sometimes, but if you're helping someone, especially if you're a healer or you're an empath, I think it's a natural want to help people. And when that happens, you leave little chunks of your light or whatever you want to call your energy with people. So at the end of the day, you can say, am I at 100% of my own light score? And if you're not, you can call it back.
We do have Nadya Lutz here. I know that she's a little bit famous in the Solex universe.
Right.
You so are. You so are, Nadya. Do you want to give us a little introduction to who you are, your background a little bit, just so we know who we're talking to today?
Sure. I am Nadya, and I'm a traditional naturopath, and I love all things energy and frequency. So this topic is right up my alley.
Yes, and the topic today actually is crystals, which is so fun. Nadya, in my head, you are just the crystal guru lady. You just are. And so I'm really excited to kind of pick your brain today and see what I can learn, because honestly, I don't have a whole lot of knowledge behind it.
And I'm not an expert by any means in crystals. I'm just really drawn to them.
To me, you are, Nadya. You are the beginning and end of crystals.
Oh, wow.
No, but really, honestly, we always joke, you converted my mom. You converted Shelby to this. So Shelby was pretty skeptical, I think. Don't you think?
Yes, 100%. And I almost didn't give her this little crystal, but I was in a crystal store and I'm like, I'm just going to get this and see what happens.
And now did you see the crystal that she put in Kai's office?
It's huge.
It's the size of
amazing.
Yeah. She's converted. Okay. So then I guess I want to know, I'm sure everyone has that moment of where they're curious or maybe a little bit skeptical and they switch to convinced. So what was your journey with that? Because obviously you're crystal. You like crystals now. Were you ever skeptical?
When I was little, we were going on this road trip across country. And I don't know where we were because I must have been 6 or 7. I was third grade. I know it's third grade. So we stopped and there was this whole table full of crystals. That's all I remember about it. And being little and I could barely get up in there. So I finally convinced my parents to purchase a clear quartz crystal, something like this. Okay. And I go home and I bring it in for show and tell in third grade. And my word for it, it was a diamond. It looked like a diamond, right?
It does look like a diamond.
It was a little bit more clear
Your
than
little kindergarten brain.
Right. So I was just I was telling everyone it's a diamond and I just love it. And So Mrs. Bresnahan in third grade.
Shout out to you.
There's no way that's a diamond. It's a diamond. And someone had told me that diamonds can cut glass. I don't know why or cut. And I'm like, go try it at home. So I gave it to Mrs. Bresnahan and she said that she took it on her bathroom mirror and it etched into the mirror.
Oh no. Funny. Your parents are yeah, so sorry about that.
So that was my foray into crystals.
Oh
and so I don't know what I believed at the time, but.
Okay, so obviously that was your introduction to them that grew, I'm assuming. Was it always road trips? You were I got to get another crystal.
That's kind of what it's turned into probably the last 15, 20 years. That's the first thing I do. When I go somewhere and I have a little downtime, I just want to go to a crystal shop. I think because it's grounding. I get off an airplane and I can go into a crystal shop and my nervous system just resets.
Okay, so you were never skeptical then. I mean, you thought it was diamonds, to be fair, and who could be skeptical about a diamond? But you never had that moment of, this isn't beneficial to me. You feel
No, innately been drawn to them, yes. But several people in my family are skeptical, so I understand that.
Okay. I would love to hear more about that. So what do you usually say to someone who is skeptical? How are you no, this is actually real. This is beneficial. What is I'm going to sell you a crystal.
Well, I never sell people on things. I feel people are either drawn to it or they're not, right? I'm never going to convince someone otherwise one way or the other. But I do say that it's a scientific process, right? This is silicone and oxygen. So there's science behind it. And it was made from some sort of process of the earth, right?
Yeah.
It came from a volcanic eruption or plates coming together or something. So I don't know how you can not believe in
Yeah.
geology and crystals
You're
and
literally
everything.
standing on Earth. Like,
Exactly.
how can you not think this is real?
And they're beautiful,
They are beautiful.
right? So they're mesmerizing. They're just
And so how could you not be drawn to it, right? Like your
Right.
kindergarten self that's like, it's a diamond, I need that.
Right.
Like even as an adult, it's like, oh, I want that. Like I just
Yeah.
want to hold that. Totally.
And they're prisms, and like we use them in everyday life, right? If you have a watch, you have a crystal face. We all use cell phones.
Yeah.
It's a crystal plate. We all use computers. It's a crystal screen. Our TVs. Way back when we had phonographs, it's a crystal needle, right? It's
Right. Like as someone who is kind of aware of crystals, I did a little bit of my background. I went to esthetician school. And so we learned a little bit about like the healing properties. And, we do like jade rollers and things like that. So I know somewhat about crystals, but I would not say like I can't look at one and be like, oh, that one's a quartz. Oh, I know rose quartz because it's pink.
Right.
And again, girls. But I guess starting from like the basics, when a crystal is like doing its thing, what is actually because you're saying it's science, right? Like
it's science, yeah.
So what is it actually doing? When a crystal is doing its thing, what's actually happening?
That's a good question. I don't even know if I have the answer to that, right?
Then what's your best guess?
Well, I believe that crystals magnify things. So for our scanner, if we put a crystal on the fractal image, it will magnify whatever your intention is or whatever your playlist is playing. So if you wanted to do heart chakra, for example, you could play that and put this on the amplifier and it would just magnify it. And Lauren says in the SEFIstar that if you put a pyramid crystal, kind of like this, sitting in the middle, it'll amplify it a lot.
Is it like something to do with the shape or is it the actual?
Yeah, it's everything, I believe. It's the properties, it's the shape. So the light comes up, the sound comes up, frequency comes up, and it just scatters and goes in all different places.
Would you say it's kind of like when you're listening to music and you connect to a Bluetooth speaker so it becomes louder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it kind of like that? Like your crystal could be like your Bluetooth speaker for the frequency?
I like that, yeah.
Would that be like accurate, would you say?
Maybe, yeah.
I
Again,
love
I'm
that.
not an expert, but
I beg to differ. Okay, so if your crystal is kind of like your magnifier, I like that word that you use, and it's like the property, it's the shape. Obviously, there's different kinds of crystals. So are they all like magnifying different things or do they all magnify the same thing? Like if I took a quartz, is that going to do something different than a tourmaline?
Yeah, every crystal has different properties. I mean, obviously they have different colors, they have different science behind it and different minerals. And it's interesting because what I've been told is that quartz crystals are the basis for everything. And it's just a matter of the other minerals that come in that create the color and the different textures.
Okay.
Isn't that kind of neat?
That is really neat. So basically like every crystal, you're saying basically every crystal is like a quartz and then just add some spice.
Add some spice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is the spice what like differentiates them?
The spice is. So I don't know all the different variations, but I know the one, like if you take quartz crystal and iron comes in during the formation process, it turns into an amethyst.
Oh, okay. And what's like amethyst known for?
Peace, calm, tranquility. Yeah.
So then the quartz without the amethyst spice, what is that? Like what's the quartz known for? Why would you want quartz?
More clearing, amplifying intention.
Okay. It's like your blank slate.
It's your blank slate.
Okay. So then that's where you would bring in like your scanner, your SEFIstar, and you'd be able to just like go crazy with a quartz.
Crazy. You can imprint a quartz. You could carry it around with you. You could have any bracelet that has stones on it. You can imprint those and carry them and carry whatever frequency you're putting to them in addition to the properties that it carries.
Okay. For the people, like the me people out there who are newer to this kind of frequency and like understanding this part of life, when you say an imprint a stone or imprint a crystal, what is that? Like, what is imprinting?
So it's taking energy or frequency and directing it to whatever you have on the plate. So, for instance, sometimes we have a glass of water that we put on our scanner, and there's this little amplifier that goes like this, a fractal amplifier as a visual. And we put frequencies in the water. So if you wanted to imprint love, forgiveness, and gratitude, or inner peace, you can do that. So it's taking the frequency, the energy, and imprinting it in the water. And then when we drink it, we're getting that. And or you can do homeopathic remedies, which is amazing, right? You can put, if you're having pain, you could put arnica, imprint arnica into the water. And then when we drink the water, it's priming our body. So when we take the homeopathic remedy, our body will be able to absorb it more.
Oh my gosh. So then let's say you're like in a pickle, then like you don't have a glass of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then like for example, when you travel, you have a quartz with you and you're like, oh no, I'm having pain. You could imprint your quartz with arnica and like have that frequency with you. You can't ingest it, but like you could like hold it on the area.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
I know.
Okay.
It really is.
So imprinting.
Yeah, we know like crystals, water, like water doesn't hold the imprint as long. So that's why something like crystals or metals work really well, because they'll hold the imprint for a lot longer. So
I love that. So then you could have like, let's say you have like 12 quartz necklaces, but you could be like, this one's my pain one. This one's my prosperity one.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool.
Or you just wake up and you press a button and you take one necklace and make it different every day.
So, okay, to that point, let's say the day before it was like I need peace, and I imprinted it with like that kind of intention.
Mm-hmm.
What about the next day? And I was like, oh, I have a really bad headache. I need this to be pain relieving now. Do I need to like do something to like erase the peace and place the pain relief? Like what, how does that work?
So it's interesting because you really don't need to erase peace. However, let's just say you're wearing that necklace around and you cut someone off accidentally in traffic and they were laying on the horn and rah, 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 and
Totally.
and you went
That never
home.
happens.
Never
What?
happens.
Yeah.
Then you went home and you got in an argument with someone or, a disagreement. That's all little negative energy things that we're collecting. And that collects in our necklaces and our bracelets and in our bodies. So you could hit a little button on the scanner that says erase. So what I like to do every morning is I put my jewelry on my scanner or my SEFIstar and I hit erase. And it's not erasing the properties of the crystals or the diamonds or the gold or whatever, but it's erasing those negative energies, the guy laying on the horn and the little argument that you have. And then you have a clean slate. And then if I want to be abundant that day, I'll put abundance.
Oh, I love that. Because it's like as you're in contact with people, I feel like even like, when you hug someone and they're going through something and you like feel that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking like you're wearing a necklace and you hug someone, your necklace is probably like soaking that up like a sponge, right?
Yes.
And so that's actually really cool because that was unwanted. You didn't put that necklace on that day thinking, I want to soak up this grief or I want to soak up. So to be able to take that off and erase that and then fill it with something that you do want, that's actually really cool.
And most people don't even have that awareness that they're walking around through the day kind of collecting the good and the bad, right?
Yeah.
It's
true because sometimes you hug people and you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so happy. It's so true.
Yeah.
Do you think even like, because like, okay, in a car situation where they're laying the horn on you, like, can you walk by people and like absorb their energy, just like you didn't even talk to them?
I think different people can. I know I definitely feel some negative energy sometimes with people. Not always.
Yeah. What do you do to protect yourself from that?
I use a scanner.
Okay.
I clear energy. I also do like emotion code, body code, belief code. So it's kind of easy to erase things. And I can check daily.
Okay.
To see if I've absorbed things.
How do you check? Sorry, this is so taking us a segue, but I'm curious.
I love rabbit holes.
Yes.
Muscle testing. So your body knows all the answers. And you can just simply ask whether I have absorbed any negative energy that day. You get a yes, no answer. If it's yes, you say, can I delete it safely? And you can actually take a crystal or a magnet or just with intention. I mean, prayer is intention, right? You can do it without it. But you can just say, delete whatever delete fear, run it over the governing meridian and delete it. And then you can also use a scanner, right? You can erase.
I feel like I need to like you and I need to talk after this so you can teach me this muscle testing because I don't want it. I don't want the things I don't want. And I feel like
Right.
it's really easy to have it just kind of burrow, right?
Yeah.
And live. And that affects your whole day, your whole life.
Mhm.
Okay. And you can use crystals to help
You
you
can
do
use
that.
crystals.
Okay.
Another good one is like we all, whether we know it or not, we give away our light during the day.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
We don't know it sometimes, but if you're helping someone, especially if you're a healer or you're an empath, like I think it's a natural want to help people. And when that happens, you leave little chunks of your light or whatever you want to call your energy with people. So at the end of the day, you can say, am I at 100% of my own light score? And if you're not, you can like call it back. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say call it back, so like let's say I'm walking into the store and there's another person walking in, I hold the door open for them. I'm giving them a little bit of my light, right?
Maybe. It's usually more of an
With more
interaction. Yeah, it's
intention?
usually more of an interaction.
Okay.
Like, for instance, when my mom passed away, I gave her like CPR, was there in the hospital. It was very, very traumatic, right? And I couldn't figure out why afterwards. I mean, obviously I had grief, a lot of grief, but I just didn't pull out of the funk. And then I'm like, oh, imagine how much light I gave away during that time, right?
Just
I
like
was pouring
pouring
everything
it.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was when I was able to pull it back that I was like, okay, I feel I can get through this grief now, right?
Yeah.
So it's just interesting. Like we don't think about that, but
So in those situations where you do feel like you're pouring a lot of light and a lot of intention behind that light into things, and then you bring it back to you, are you still leaving like a footprint of that like good thing you did for the person?
It's not taken away. It's not theirs to keep, right?
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
just you're like boosting them with it.
Exactly.
And then you're like, okay, I need that back now so I can boost
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Oh.
And crystals can help with that, right?
I love
It's
that.
like,
Well, so then, yeah. So when crystals help, like from what I understand, there's different categories of crystals, right? Like these are your protection ones. These are your love ones. So what kind of crystals, like what do you think off the top of your head? Okay, like this is our protection one. This is our love. Like what are the like go-to primary answer crystals that you would say besides quartz? Because we know she's everything.
She's everything. She's
Yes,
Mother Earth.
we love quartz. She's a girl's girl.
Exactly. Selenite is a great one for clearing negative energy. Tourmaline is fabulous for protection. Rose quartz is amazing for the heart and love and just kind of broadcasting love everywhere, right? We know that if we go out into the world with love, what do we attract?
Love.
We attract more love.
Yes.
Yes.
All you need is love. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to sing here. You would not. They turn off.
Nadia, I can feel it in my soul that you are just a class act singer. I just know.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
I just know.
maybe another time.
We'll do karaoke next time. Okay, side note, karaoke song. What's your karaoke song? Like you have to.
I have to?
Yes, like it's one of those moments where it's like you are pushed on the stage and if you don't do this, the whole world's going to end. What's your karaoke song?
Wow.
Uh-huh. We're getting deep.
That's deeper than crystals.
I know. We're really learning who you are.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that.
Okay.
I don't have a ready answer.
Okay. Well,
It'll come to me.
We'll share it at the end.
What's yours?
Baby by Justin Bieber. 100%, hands down.
You're
all
Biebs.
day.
You're all Biebs.
Oh, I am a believer. When I was an esthetician, like I feel like it was a lot of contact, like skin contact.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of girls that were like going through things and they sit and they talk to you about it because it's healing to get your facials done and things like that. And I remember just feeling like all day long, I was just absorbing all this negative. And so they would walk out and I was just like, oh my gosh, get off me, like shaking it off.
Yeah.
I probably could have used some crystals.
You so could have used some crystals. Put it right on your little stand.
Yes. Just wear one, all that.
Mhm.
What brings a crystal from just looking pretty, right? Because they are pretty. Like going back to kindergarten, you just wanted it,
Yeah.
right? What takes it from just looking pretty, sitting on your shelf, wearing it as jewelry to actually like doing something for you? Like even for the people out there who don't have a scanner and don't have a SEFIstar, what's that shift?
I think it's intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like a tool almost for your intention? Like that's what a crystal is?
It can definitely be a tool.
Because by itself, it's a rock.
Yeah, but I think even being in the presence of a crystal changes the room, changes your energy without even knowing it. Yet, when you have an intention to have that love from a rose quartz crystal, I feel like it does something, right?
Yes.
Like you can pray for somebody. We've all done that. And when someone wants to accept the prayer, I feel like it's a different level.
So it's like someone can like have well wishes for you all day long, but if you don't choose to accept those well wishes, it won't do anything for you.
Right.
So like the rose quartz by itself is, would you say like emitting like a love energy by itself?
Yeah, quartz, like all crystals have a frequency.
Okay.
There's a specific
I
frequency.
like
Don't
that.
ask me what it is. Like
Nadia, why don't you just have this memorized? Hello.
I know clear quartz is like the Earth Schumann resonance. That's why it really is like Mother Earth, right?
Oh my gosh.
So it's
that wasn't just like a Mother
no,
Earth. Oh,
no, you intuitively know.
I'm
You knew
learning
it.
so much. Okay. Okay. So like, but they all like are exuding a frequency. They come like preloaded with
Yes.
frequency. But if you're not choosing to accept that, it's not doing anything for you.
It will do something. I just think it'll be magnified if
Okay. So like if I, for example, I told you I learned a little bit about this in school. And so I got a black tourmaline and I did my best to, we're going to go through this too because I have questions, but I did my best to like cleanse it and like give it intention. And I put it in a little bag and I put it in my husband's flight bag because he's a pilot. And I was like, I just want you to be safe and protected while you're flying. He obviously, I think he's a little more skeptic. He's like, okay, you're giving me this rock, you know?
right.
But he keeps it. He's nice. So even though he doesn't have the intention of this is protecting me, my intention is still doing something for him. Is that kind of
Yeah,
what you're saying?
definitely.
Oh, I love that. So it can't hurt people. You're saying, here you go. I love you. And
I mean, I don't work in the world of hurting people with positive energy. So
well, thank goodness.
I don't know if you can.
Thank
right?
goodness. That would be too much.
I know.
Too much. Who are you and what have you done with Nadya Lutz? Okay, I love that. So I guess like summing that up, what brings a crystal from like just being a crystal, which does have some frequency and some benefit to just having it in the room, but what brings it from that to becoming a tool is your intention behind it, is what you would say. Like you're
So
intending
I think
it.
that's what I would believe.
I love that.
You know, you can have it in your pocket, you can hold it, you can feel it. It's interesting because when I didn't know this, but when I first got into crystals, I would just like put them on my shelf. And what happens if you just put a plant on your shelf?
It sits on your shelf?
And it probably won't
Like
thrive.
if you don't take care of it.
If you don't take care of it, right? If you don't water it, if you don't give it nutrients.
Yeah, as someone who's killed many a plant.
I have also. So you're in good company. But I do feel like as I interact, like I have this one giant crystal that's just amazing, Lemurian seed crystal. It's a type of quartz. And I didn't feel like the energy that I was getting with some of my other crystals. So I took it outside and I was in the sun with it and I was looking at it. And then as I was turning it, I was seeing like these little tiny rainbows and I was kind of like mesmerized. So I don't know. And after that, I just felt, I don't know if it was me interacting with it and I was amazed that it had these little tiny rainbows or if it was a difference. I don't know.
Yeah. It's just,
But I felt different
felt a
after I did
shift.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So then with that being said, you put it on the shelf and you like forget about it. You're not taking care of it. You're not connecting. I think that's probably a good word. What can you do to help you gain more of a connection? I've heard like you can wash crystals and stuff like what. I know that you just said that you went outside and just in the sunlight and just like looked at it and tried to see something in it to interest something.
Yeah.
Right. But like what Crystal 101, someone wants to get into it. They're coming to you and they're like, how do I connect to this? How do I get the most out of this? What's your step by step? How do you do that?
Yeah. Usually when I bring a crystal home, I use a scanner and I do energy clear. Now I'll use the SEFIstar and use energy clear because like it's a whole thing. You can mine crystals in an ethical way or you can blow a mine up.
Oh,
so
that's traumatic.
That's traumatic,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So there are energies that can be passed down. And if you think about where a lot of these crystals are being harvested from, you know, it's people who aren't getting paid a lot, usually packing.
Which is unfortunate.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
truly. Yeah.
It is, but it's reality. So it's important to clear that energy, and you can use a scanner or the star doing it. Just go to energy clear. And there's also the practice like you're talking about. You can wash most crystals. So any crystal you have, you want to look it up. There are certain crystals that you're not supposed to wash because they'll start to dissolve.
Okay.
Like selenite will dissolve a little bit and some other ones. So you can put them out in the moon to absorb moon energy, the sun.
I have so many questions about the moon.
You're a Luna girl?
Yes. Why the moon? Why a full moon? How long? When? Why? Yeah.
Well, there's so much energy, right?
Yeah.
Like full moon, you have the tides of the earth. There's like, that's a whole nother podcast you could do on the energy around.
Okay, so coming soon, Nadya Lutz breaking down the moon for us. Stay tuned.
No, but there's just a lot of energy around full moons.
Yeah.
Do
Do you feel like more so than the sun? Because like obviously you have the sun, if not every day, most days. I feel like it's a big thing to like wait for the full moon and you put all your crystals out and you, like the moon water, people put water out. And,
right.
Like what's the difference between those energies, would you say?
Yeah, it comes like you said, it's once a month. It's not as common. And like you can talk to people who work in a psych ward and they will tell you that it's real.
Yes.
3 days before a full moon, and sometimes one day after. Like it's real.
People lose their minds.
They lose their minds.
Drive by an emergency room on a full moon night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And there's more parasite activity.
Which that's another podcast.
That's
too.
another podcast.
Put that one down on the calendar.
Yeah. I think more babies are born around full moons. There's a whole thing that happens with it. So yeah, it's just lots of energy. And if you think about all these crystals, we're in mountains and we're in the earth, and that full moon kind of just brings it all together. Yeah.
Okay. So it's almost like, would you say like the water and the crystals that you would put out during the full moon, it's like they connect to the moon. The moon controls them. They control the moon. Like it's just kind of like an equal thing.
Never thought about it that way. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
So you're saying I'm smart.
You're very smart. Don't need to say that.
I love it. Okay. So then I guess my question is the rose quartz that I have on my shelf right now. We just talked about leaving it on the shelf. The rose quartz that has been sitting on my shelf for 3 years, 2 years now. And I haven't even, looked at her, touched her, talked to her. Am I in trouble? Like, is something bad here?
No.
Is she absorbing bad things?
But she probably wants to be held.
She needs a little love.
She needs a little love.
Rosie, if you're hearing this, I'm so sorry.
Do you name your crystals?
I love naming my crystals.
I do too.
They're like little babies. Yes. We named one of your crystals. You and I did a few days ago.
Oh, that's right.
What did we name it?
Bella. Yes. Bella.
Because she's so beautiful.
She is beautiful. Yes.
What kind of crystal is she, would you say? Your best guess. I know
combo,
she was a gift.
Yeah, rose quartz would be the base, I believe.
Because of the pink color?
Yeah, it was a pink
Are there
color.
more crystals that are pink? Like, could you be confused and think you have a rose quartz and you don't?
Rose quartz is pretty common, and it's, when you have a rose quartz.
Okay.
But I love rose quartz because you know the meaning since you have one on your shelf?
No.
It's moving forward in life.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you have like a friend going through a breakup, are you like, here's a rose quartz?
Mm-hmm.
What about a friend getting married? Is that still like, here's a rose quartz?
Could be. I mean, every crystal is like.
Is this a rose quartz right here?
Yeah.
Can I touch her?
Yes, of course.
Is she named yet?
No. You can name her.
Oh, she's beautiful.
But you can see how she has a lot of clear quartz in her, right? Because it's
not
real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And then like the roses also, life will not change until we do.
Okay, break that down for me. Like how would you teach that to someone? Like okay, I'll give you a situation. Your best friend has been married for 10 years, gets divorced, is pretty torn up about it, right? Mm-hmm. So you're like, okay, I'm going to give you this rose quartz. What would you say to go along with that to help support her through that journey?
That this would just help her until she's ready to move forward. I mean, she's going to have to go through the grief process and the anger, probably, depending on the situation, right? There are a lot of, it's trauma.
Factors.
There are a lot of factors.
Yeah.
And it could just remind her that when she's ready to move forward.
Like there's love there.
There's love.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah. Okay, so why would you get a rose quartz that has like regular quartz in it too, these little white spots. Like, is there like a benefit to that? Or would you want one that's more so all pink? Or
Well, keep in mind that that is quartz. It's only a different color because something has come in to make it pink.
Because
And I
of
don't
the
know what the mineral
spice.
is. The
Okay.
spice. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Yeah, but it's like love and forgiveness and everything. So it's interesting you said that about divorce, right? Because
Forgiveness is
Yeah.
huge. Even if
Yeah.
like, I feel like I would have a hard time, right? Like I would be like, you don't deserve my forgiveness. You're
Right.
splitting this apart. But how healing is it to finally be able to let go of some of those hurt feelings, even if it's not received, you personally to be able to let go. And
Well,
have
it's a
something-
hard one, but like if you don't forgive someone, you don't have to forgive what they did.
Oh, I love that.
But if you don't forgive someone, you're only hurting yourself.
That's so true. Because like, how often do we go through something where we're wronged? And like,
Mhm.
that's just what it is. We're wronged. And it's hard to not keep dwelling and dwelling and dwelling. But what are you doing by dwelling on it? It's not hurting them. They're
When you
off.
dwell on it, you're going to attract more of it.
And you're just hurting yourself.
Right,
Oh, it's so
exactly.
true. You go out in the world wanting love, you
Mhm.
receive love. You go out in the world wanting hurt, you're going to receive hurt. It's kind of like when you buy a red car and then all of a sudden you see red cars everywhere.
Yes.
Right? It's the same way with like feelings and things like that. Would you say?
Yeah.
I'm going to keep holding her until her name comes to me. I'm just letting you know. Okay. So for those of us starting from zip, what is our like top 3 crystals that we should start? I know. Okay. Besides quartz.
Okay, I don't look at it that way.
Ooh. Okay. How do you look at it?
I say go to a crystal store. Like I like to look on Google, find the ones that have really good ratings so you know which one is good, right? And just walk around. Whatever you're drawn to, pick it up, see how it feels, see if you notice a change in your body. That's what I do.
Okay.
I don't go in with intention. I need this. I need a labradorite because I want to do the blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
I just walk around and whatever I'm drawn to, I'm like, oh, what is this?
Is it like, do you touch them or do you
Mhm.
wait for them to like call to you or both?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty tactile.
Okay. So I feel like knowing myself, I would be like, where are the really bright, colorful ones? Would you say that's still like a true, like being called to, even though
Sure.
I'm going in knowing I want color?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think there's anything
It's
wrong.
not like my
You
brain
can't-
tricking myself. Like,
No.
Okay.
No.
I love that.
Yeah. And like, even like, let's just say that you wanted amethyst, right? So you knew you wanted to go in, you wanted to get amethyst for peace and calm or whatever. Let's say you weren't doing what I do. So go in and pick up every piece and see how it makes you feel. And if you muscle test, hold it here and see if you sway forward or you sway for your yes.
So like try and stand still and like
Yeah.
watch what your body naturally
Yeah.
does. Okay.
Mhm. Because I could pick up 20 pieces of quartz and only one will really call to me.
Okay. So like if I am holding it and I sway forward, that's my body being like, yes, I want this.
Well, I should back up because first you have to like not hold anything and say, show me yes. Like soften your knees, close your eyes, and you'll get your yes, right? So mine is going forward. Others are going side to side. So find out what your yes is, find out what your no is. And then say, my name is Nadya. I should get a yes. And my name is Kylie. I would get a no. And then once you know your yes, no, then you can hold it and say, is this one that's
my
gonna help me?
baby?
Yes.
Oh, I
take this baby
love
home.
that. I love that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, can you do that with like everything? So like we're talking
Everything.
crystals, but it's like if you're between 2 shirts, like can I be
Yeah.
like, is this the
One-
shirt I should wear today? And it's like my
Yes.
body will tell me.
Should I eat this food today? Is this food beneficial for me
Gosh.
today? Yeah, I just yes, no
I
questions.
love that. And this is like the muscle testing you were talking
Uh-huh.
about earlier. And so you can like apply that to anything.
Yeah, you can go into a health food store. Which vitamin D should I have? Should I have this vitamin D, that vitamin? You know,
Would you even like to the point of holding it and then
You
muscle
could,
testing? Or can
yeah.
you do muscle testing just looking at things?
Yeah. but it helps to hold it at first to get used to it and to get.
Okay.
Then your body's like, cool. You have
I
to
know
buy
what's
into it a
going
little bit
on.
first, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, so your top 3 like starter kit crystals are listen to your body, listen to what pulls to you.
Yeah.
Because do you feel like it's the intention of the crystals will be like, oh my gosh, you're waiting for me? Like
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that. I think that's so cool. Okay, then that being said, I know we've kind of touched this a little bit, but like truly, is there a wrong way to use a crystal? Like, can you use it wrongly?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I like that.
I mean, if you hold a crystal and it doesn't feel right, just put it down.
Yeah, just be like, you are not my friend.
Not today.
You are someone else's friend.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. I love that. And then I think we already kind of touched this, but just to reiterate, is there truly like a difference between holding your crystal, wearing your crystal, and just having one? Like, you probably have one at home. Is it doing something for you? But like, truly, is it doing something for you having those crystals at home right now versus like if the one you're holding in your hand right now, would that one be doing more for you, would you say, than the ones at home?
Oh, good question. So I think in an environment, so in my house, in my studio, I have crystals and they're next to my plants. So they're both cleaning the energy, right? We know that this wonderful snake plant back here, what's it doing? It's cleaning the air.
Yeah.
Right. And it's
snake
also
plants
beautiful.
are like known for that. By
I
the way.
know.
Side note, anyways.
Yes. And crystals do the same thing. They clear the energy.
Okay.
So my crystals at home probably aren't helping me here that much, but they're still helping the environment.
Like helping your plants. They're helping your home. They're keeping your home clear.
Right.
And
whereas I'm holding this, my necklace is a crystal. So that's helping me here. Does that make sense?
that totally makes sense. So it's just like what it's near is what it's helping, kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. I'm
like,
sure there's a way where you can do distant crystal. There is a way.
Yeah. Frequency.
Frequency.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, it will have more benefit when it's on you.
When it's
or
near
with you, near you. Yeah.
Like, so like if I had crystals in my car to protect my car,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in my car right now, but since they're there, they're still protecting my car. It doesn't require me to be there because I'm the one that gave it that intention.
Right.
It has that intention now. And so it's doing its job.
And just like, why do you want to hold the rose quartz? Why do I want to hold this?
Because I love her.
Because it feels good,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
It feels good. It's
I was
energy.
like, I just want to hold the pink one.
Yeah, it's energy.
Yeah, and I haven't put her down yet because I don't want to.
Right.
And that's also like, I didn't act until this moment. I didn't actively think, I don't want to put this down yet. I just wanted to keep holding. That's really cool.
It's interesting, right? Because
Yeah.
we're drawn to it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I like going into stores.
Well, and you're so cute. You have so many and they're all beautiful. But I was like, I want to hold this one. And you picked up the amethyst.
I picked up the amethyst right now.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So, okay, then do you always have crystals with you? Like always?
Well, I had my rainbow moonstone made. These are like, I'm an only child. So I had these little tiny diamonds from my great grandmother and everything. So I had earrings made and this. So I do have crystals with me all the time. Yeah.
Like, and those are like, you wake up in the morning and you put those on.
Mm-hmm. And then I have some crystals here.
Only a few.
Only a few. But you know what's really funny is sometimes they break.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a big deal. I'm done. I'm done with that crystal for right now.
Oh,
Right?
wow.
It's just like, okay.
Is that kind of just how you see it? Like
That's
it
how I
served
see
its
it.
purpose?
It served its purpose. And
Because I feel like I would be like, no, I need to fix you.
Yeah,
but
I know.
there's always more.
there's always more.
Yeah. That's really So what do you do with them?
Your eyes got big.
Yes. I do that sometimes.
I put
don't
them
know
in
if
my
you could
soil of my
tell.
plants.
Like bury them with your
Yes,
plants?
spread them around.
Oh, that's cool. Because like it was done serving its purpose with you, but now it can be passed on to something else to serve a purpose. Okay, so is all the dirt in your plants, is it just beautiful then? Because there's crystals everywhere?
Some of them.
I love that. Okay. Have you noticed a difference? Like as you've added crystals to certain plants, like is it like a plant you're like, oh, you're kind of struggling, here's some help? Have you seen a change?
I think I know some change from the frequencies that I play for them sometimes.
Okay.
If someone's struggling, then I'll imprint the water and then put that on. But I don't know. It's hard to tell when you do a lot of things. Like, what is the thing, right?
You feel like you'd have to like take it all away and do like one thing at a time.
But my plants are kind of like, I just like tuck crystals in around my plants. So they
I
kind
know
of
you
always
did
get
that for me. I showed you my plant that was dying and you were like, put this crystal in it right now. And I said, yes, ma'am, I will.
I'll give you this. You can like pop that in there
Oh,
too. You can just like
no.
stick
You
the
have to
little
keep your
chart.
amethyst.
That's okay.
Are you sure?
Mhm.
Thank you. You guys, she's the best. Oh, is she named?
It's up to you to name her.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I feel different holding. I'm not even kidding right now.
I
I felt like just barely like a release throughout my body, like from my shoulders down actually as I was like looking at her.
Just looking at her?
Yeah, like holding and looking. That's crazy. Like from like here out.
Yeah. So the law or the like what I think of when I think amethyst, it's what you put out in the world, you receive.
Okay. So like I love you. I'm going to set you down. You pretty little rock.
Yeah. You have a new favorite child.
Well, yeah, no, it's like even like holding them in my hands, like this one just like felt. Okay. The best way I can explain is, when you're in like a really loud, busy room and there's like talking, you like almost can't hear yourself think. This just got placed into my hand and all of a sudden there's like no noise. And I didn't like take it with like this intention of like, oh, this is what it's going to do for me.
And I didn't give it to you with that intention, right?
Yeah. So how would you explain that then? Like I didn't have that intention. You didn't have that intention, but it happened. Like literally just
an
happened.
Experience. And I think that's the best way with people that are skeptical. It's like, if you can get them
to feel something,
just like with their scanner, right?
Yeah.
If they have a headache and you can, play something and it goes away instantaneously, then they're like, oh, wow,
this is real.
Like if you were a skeptic and you actually held it and had that experience, it may change.
I think I would be like, oh, it's real. Or there's an element of realness.
Right. Or at least open to exploring it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh my gosh, thank you for this.
You're welcome.
Just like that alone just made my whole day, actually. We kind of covered this, but this feeds right into it. Do you have to believe it for it to work? Does intention actually matter that much? And I guess my answer, I was just going to ask you, would be no. I don't think you have to truly believe that it's going to be like this shifting thing. It still works.
Yeah. I don't think you have to, but I think when you do, maybe it
works better.
Right. It's a placebo. It could be a placebo for some people. And hey, if it's positive, I'm all for placebos. Like, right?
Well, it goes back to that, like, our brains are so powerful. Like, I heard, and I'm sure everyone has heard this story, but there's a story of a man who was getting spinal surgery. And he was like, I don't need any medication. I don't need to be like numbed, anything like that. I have this much control over my mind that I can convince it that this does not hurt. And it was to the point of they were doing the spinal procedure and they hit a nerve or something incredibly painful. And he said, give me a moment. And he just like took 3 minutes and he was like, okay, keep going. And it was because he had that much control over his brain. And I believe that's real. And we use things like crystals, like our scanner, like, to be able to visualize and see the frequencies and see those intentions. But it's our brain doing a lot of the work.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually really cool. Oh my gosh.
And even like my necklace, like people that comment on this, I'm naturally like drawn to them. Because a lot of people, you go through the day and people don't notice things.
Yeah.
And they say something. And I'm like, oh. And then we have a conversation.
Yeah. Do you feel like it's like when you say people comment, is it like people like, oh, that's a beautiful necklace? Mm-hmm. And that's when you're like, okay, like we can talk about it.
Yeah. Or not even that, but it just, we're kind of drawn to each other for some reason. I can't really explain it very well.
Well, no, it's probably similar to what you're just saying about being drawn to a crystal.
Right.
It's the same with people, you would say sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. What is your experience with like finding those people? Like do you usually gain or lose or?
It's just a different level of conversation, I feel like.
Okay.
It's more natural. You go a little deeper. You get past, it's a nice day out today. It's a dive in to a deeper conversation, which doesn't happen.
Oh, wow. Great weather we're having. What is your diehard karaoke song, Nadya?
You're not going to let that go, are you?
No, we will have an answer to this by the end. I bared my soul to you. I told you about my believerness. So we will find this. Nadya, I just feel like we're close enough for this. I do.
We are. It's not on the tip of my tongue.
We'll find her.
Okay.
We'll find it. We'll find the karaoke version of you.
Okay.
Okay, so then what would you say, what is the most dramatic thing that you've ever witnessed a crystal do? Like whether that's to a plant, to a room, to someone, what is the most dramatic thing you've ever seen? Or to yourself even?
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't know if I have an answer, but I do have an answer. So it was shortly after my mom passed away and I was at the beach and I went to this healer. And she was doing all sorts of things. It was like a private sound bath with, she had crystals all over the place. She was doing a lot of energy work, right? And she just stopped and she's like, I have been told that I need to go get this crystal for you. I'm like, okay. So she left the room. Sound bath stopped, like right in the middle. She comes back, and it was a Lumerian seed crystal, and I had never experienced that before. She's like, put this on your left hand. We'll continue, and we'll just go through.
Like, just hold it in your left hand.
Yeah, I just like put my hand on top of it and just like lay there for the rest of it. So it was like an electrical jolt in my body. It was crazy.
Like
my hand is tingling right now just thinking about it. But it was just like this electrical current in my body. And it was an amazing session. And, we're talking at the end. And I'm like, where can I get a crystal like this? That was amazing. And she's like, well, this is my like really special crystal. I don't bring it out for many people. And this is the only time that like I've stopped a session in the middle and like that you need this. And she said, I just got this really clear message. And I'm like, okay, well, where can I get one? And she's like, I've never done this, but how long are you here? Because I was at the beach for like 4 weeks. And I'm like, I'm here for 3 more weeks. And she said, I'm going to let you take it home and bring it back. It was like this huge crystal. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yes. So, I'm carrying this crystal. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. I go out and I'm paying for my session. And the woman at the counter, she's like, I have worked here for 25 years and she's never given a crystal. So, to take home.
Gosh.
Little less like, and she's like, and I've never seen that crystal.
So that was like her baby.
That was her baby.
And it was like calling to her from the other room. Like, come get me, come get me.
It was crazy.
Okay. What do you think it was? So like what, there's like the different categories of crystals. What category does that one fit in? Like what do you think you needed?
Clear quartz with like little striations of brown. She said I needed it to get my message out in the world, and I was meant to teach thousands.
She was speechless. She had nothing else to say. Just cut. We're good. That's insane.
That's crazy, right?
Okay, so how long ago was this?
5 years ago. Yeah.
Nadya.
I know.
I'm going to cry, actually.
I know.
Like, I'm just thinking about like oh my gosh, I'm actually going to cry. Like the people that you've touched and been able to talk to and
help. Now you're making me cry.
That's amazing.
It's amazing, right? And I almost said I didn't have a big one. But then it just it reminded me, right? Like,
well, and it was this crystal literally like screaming for you. Like it was like, she needs me. Like,
yeah. It's crazy.
Okay, so it's real.
It's not a good podcast until you say it's crazy.
Nadya, when I say crazy, I mean in a good way.
Exactly.
Wait, have you ever seen?
I love how your voice goes low.
That's how you know I mean it. It brings out my baritone. Oh, we're gonna cut that part out.
No, Jake, man. You can't cut it out.
He's in the background like, Kylie, is this okay? No, I know that's actually like truly like wonderfully crazy.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's one of those things where it's like, how could you not believe that this is real? That like a frequency is real and that an energy is real, because she stopped a sound bath to be like, you need this. And look at what you've accomplished since then.
I know.
And like that crystal was like meant to help you do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you found Solex, you found all these people, you have your practice, you teach at Susan, teaching other people how to do this. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I lay with her when I'm on my hub.
Oh, you still have her?
Well, not her, but I found one. I found one that, it took a while to find one.
Does she feel the same to you, would you say? Like, you're like, it's like that same innate,
not like jolty, but no.
Okay, and you lay with her when you do the hub? Why?
You know how I like to stack things?
Okay.
But, I lay on my infinity mat, and I have all sorts of things, but I have the hub, lasers.
Sticking out of your nose.
Well, yeah, you can go right to the brainstem. And then I may or may not have some crystals tucked in my bra. But I definitely like to have my hand on my left Lumerian.
And it's that same intention of like, help me reach who I need to reach and guide.
Just reset my body, right?
Do you feel like that is like one of your non-negotiables? Like you're like, I need to do that. Is it weekly, monthly?
For the hub?
Well, no, like resetting your body with all of
Oh,
that? Like, is that like a non-negotiable for you?
yeah, in whatever form that takes, whether it's walking in nature, seeing the sunrise, sunset. I mean, at some point, we're all just surrounded by EMFs and everything. So I just need to reset.
You can't avoid it in today's world unless you like.
Unless I was at Zion. I was at Zion for 3 days. So,
I was gonna say,
you're
unless
just
you find like a random like island that no one's ever touched,
Right,
and you're like,
right.
okay. But even then, there's probably still energies and things, and you still would have to, reset, because there's energy in everything.
There's energy in everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you start tuning into your body, you just know, like, oh, yeah, I need a little something.
Okay. So for like the people who are just dipping their toes into this world, right? And they're thinking, oh my gosh, I am surrounded by EMFs. I am surrounded by some things I don't want to be surrounded by. What can they do to reset and to clear? They probably don't have all the crystals yet and all of that stuff. What is like end of the day, as quickly as they can reset their body? What would you have them do?
Just crystals or anything?
Anything.
Oh,
All of it.
All of it. Yeah. So I would get rid of blue light before you go to bed, like at least 2 hours. So that's no screens. It's a hard one, right? We're all like this in bed before we go to bed. If you can exercise in nature, and it doesn't have to be intense, just walking in nature, watching the sunset at night really helps a lot because it resets your circadian rhythm.
Mm.
And then I love to use the AO back or the AO face on my chest, the red light, and it can be near infrared or regular red light. It increases melatonin.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
So, but like if I used it in the morning, would it still increase? Like, what could it make me feel a little tired?
So I don't usually use it on my chest in the morning. I'd use it on my face to wake up all my cranial nerves and wake up my brain.
So it's like really important when and where you place things.
I think so. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love the face because I can put one on my chest and one on my stomach. Like I put the neck on my stomach and the face mask here.
Yeah.
So you're helping your digestive system to rest and digest for the night. And then
Oh my God.
Yeah, increasing melatonin.
Well, because isn't it true while you're sleeping, that's when your body's going into like repair mode and
Yeah.
like your memories are being filed away and stored for later. And so whatever you can do to help support that process, you should be doing, right? To
Yes.
optimize.
Yes.
Optimize things.
Optimize everything.
You mentioned blue light. Would you say that's like the one thing people are doing that's like driving you crazy? Like, what's the one thing people are doing? I don't want to say wrong, but maybe like that they're not informed about that they're doing that you're like, oh my gosh, stop doing that. Like, if you could scream it from the rooftops, what would you say that is?
Hydration and sleep.
Hydration and sleep. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How much hydration? How much sleep?
Everyone's different. We definitely need at least 2 quarts of water by 2 p.m. and then you can sip it throughout the day.
2 quarts by 2 p.m.
Mhm.
Okay. How many ounces is that? How many ounces is in a
So-
quart? So
I'm
you're
not
telling me
sure.
to drink a lot of
quarts.
water.
2
2 quarts
2
before 2
quarts?
p.m.
Yeah. That's ideal. You like 10 to 2, you absorb the most water in your body naturally.
Why?
It's just the 64.
64
Thanks.
ounces?
So 64 ounces.
Thank you, Jake.
Jake Google.
Okay, so drink 64 ounces of water between 10 and 2.
Mm-hmm. That's ideal.
And then even after 2, though, it's not like, okay, I'm
And
done
you can
with
just
water.
sip it. If you front load your water also, in addition to the absorption, like you're not waking up in the middle of the night as much, right? If you wait until you're thirsty at 8 p.m. and then you start drinking water, then you're more likely going to have to get up and then interrupt your sleep. Yeah.
Okay. And that was the other half of it, sleep. So don't interrupt your sleep.
No screens in the bedroom.
Period.
No EMFs.
What about my Kindle?
I think you can do that offline, right?
Yeah, so there's like a Kindle Paperwhite, and I think that one is like
Just turn off your Wi-Fi. I think you can read offline.
okay.
And then change.
Oh yeah,
the
because you download your
screen.
book,
Right?
Yeah.
I think you can change the screen of a Kindle also to have it more amber rose.
Yes, like night mode.
Yeah, night mode.
So you can do your Kindle offline night mode, and you're okay with that.
Yes,
But you prefer a book.
Yes.
Okay.
I prefer a book or a journal.
Okay, and then like even what about the lights that like light bulbs you put in your lamp? Like, would you have people change that to be a certain type of light, or are you not as picky there?
You definitely wouldn't want LEDs because that's like a bright blue light. They have different lumens, so you'd want like a yellow amber lumen if you can.
Okay.
But you know what's really nice about putting the thing on your chest, the face mask on your chest,
What?
is you can read a book.
Like you use the red light to read?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about the thing where it's like if you don't have enough light, it strains your eyes? Do you think it's not that? Like the red light is bright enough that it's not straining you?
Then you would use our illuminator with AO Vision.
You heard it here first, people. Damage your eyes by reading and then fix it.
No, make your eyes stronger.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
No, obviously, if it hurt your eyes, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, no, you're not saying hurt your eyes. Okay, I love that. So then going in with that intention of, okay, I do want to get a full night's rest and I want to be as rested as I can. Is there a crystal you would use to support that?
That's a good question. And I think quartz crystal is usually pretty good. Amethyst is good. Some crystals give off energy. So like the best thing to do would be literally if you felt good while you did it, that's good.
Okay.
But there are some crystals that may cause too much energy.
Because if I remember right, there's one, is it citrine?
Mm-hmm.
That one's like success and like it seems high energy, right? A citrine.
Yeah.
Oh, you have a citrine.
Little citrine.
So that's probably not one that you would want for, I'm going to go to sleep, so let me hold my citrine.
Well, it could be success of sleeping.
So it's the intention.
It's the intention. Yeah, but that's usually success, abundance, and it does have a little bit of power. So maybe you're right, or maybe you.
Like I would say that she's like our peppy cheerleader, and she's like our everything's all good.
Everything's gonna
be
all right. Maybe that's my song. Every little thing.
Yeah, she's Bob Marley. She's a Bob Marley lady. You heard it first, people. But you know what I mean? Like she's like our like woohoo, go team.
Yeah.
And she's like our you're amazing.
Although like citrine is also known for like everything past, present, and future is connected.
I didn't know that about citrine. So is it kind of like the saying hindsight 2020? This is like hindsight's 2020 in a stone.
It could
In a
be,
crystal?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that. So then what's your intention when you use a citrine? Like what's your intention of having
It's usually
of
for
having her?
success. Like,
For success.
yeah, if I were filming all day, maybe I'd have
What? We would never make you film all day, Nadya. Ever. I wouldn't. I can't speak for Jake.
Yeah, but citrine is amazing on the star.
On the star?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Yes. Like if you have the intention of building Solex or being successful or abundance and wealth,
Yeah.
you can use crystals on the star.
Okay, so like if I were coming to you, I'm a brand new QLA and I'm like, I just want to take off. Like I want this to be like provide for my family. I want to share it with everyone I come across. I want to better the world. And you would say, let's get you a citrine and put this on the SEFIstar and like imprint that. Like, would you say citrine is the one?
Citrine would be good to add for sure. Like you could have a tower. This is like a little mini tower, but and it doesn't have a flat surface. But if you had a flat surface in the middle, this is like your amplifier. Lauren has talked about this, right? Like this is the one that's going to like spread it out even more. Because we know the star is like 10 to 12 times amplifier. Well, this will just make it stronger. And then you could put citrine around if you wanted abundance, wealth, prosperity. If you wanted love, you could put rose quartz around it. Yeah.
I love that. So citrine, you just said like abundance, wealth, prosperity. Is that a good one to help like absorb and emit that kind of feeling, that kind of intention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll magnify it for sure.
So like
You said you were drawn to citrine earlier, right?
Oh, yes. It's something about the color of it. It's something about like the good vibes of it. I am actually really shocked that this had the amethyst had such an effect on me because I've always been like, oh, amethyst, cute.
Yeah.
I've never.
It's interesting how you put citrine down, but you held on to the amethyst, right?
I'm never gonna put this down. I'm sorry. The next time you see me, I will probably be like, hello, everybody, with my amethyst in my hand. I'm not kidding. Like I've never once in my life been like amethyst.
That's interesting.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And maybe it's just like things have shifted since the last time. It's been years.
It does change.
It's been like 3 or 4 years since I last like walked into a crystal shop.
But it's also, maybe it's that crystal. like we were talking about, like maybe the other amethysts
Yes. This
were
one
not mined properly, or you know what I mean? There could be so many
It's
different
true.
things.
It's true because I've only been to the one crystal shop. Who knows where they get their
Yeah.
crystals and well, and it could also be like I wonder if there's something in also like who's gifting it to you. Like
And the intention.
because
Yeah.
like I have all the trust and respect in the world for you and you handed it to me and I wonder if that has something to do with that.
Yeah, that could
Honestly.
play into it for sure.
Yeah. That's actually really cool. Cool thought. Okay, I have a fun question for you.
Okay.
Both sides of a breakup. So the person being broken up with and the person breaking up.
Okay.
What crystal would you give to each person?
Ooh. That's a good one.
Right?
I mean, honestly, rose quartz, right? They could both use love and forgiveness, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's the same thing. It's just a different way of looking
Different
at
sides
it.
of the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that like, do you think it would just be like rose quartz, or if you had to choose like a separate crystal for each situation? So like the brokenhearted, and I don't want to say they're not brokenhearted, but like the person who chose to move on, to move forward from that relationship.
I probably need to know more information.
Okay. It gets
Right?
that
Like,
personal.
well, it could.
Yeah.
Like, what's the reason of the breakup, right? If it was
Amicable.
infidelity or something like that, then you're really going to need a lot of forgiveness on the other part. Like, you're going to need something to calm the anger and something to like really forgive. Yeah. Right.
So then for argument's sake, let's just say it's one of those like they don't hate each other. It's just they're not like they can feel it. Like they're not moving forward together. And so they need to separate and find someone else. Then what would that be?
Yeah. I think maybe both amethyst and rose quartz.
Amethyst and rose quartz.
Yeah.
I love that. So it sounds like rose quartz is kind of our girl. Like she's just like everyone could use a little bit of love.
Everybody can always use a little bit
and
of love.
moving forward.
Isn't that a song?
Everybody could use a little bit of love.
I don't know.
All I keep going back to is all you need is love.
That's a good one.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
Okay. So how does crystal work then connect with what you teach at Susan at the Solex University School of Naturopathy? How does crystal work play into that kind of a role for you?
So I think it can help anyone who does any energy work. They're naturally going to be drawn to crystals, most likely, right? So someone who does Reiki, a lot of times massage therapy, motion code, body code, belief code, it's kind of in their wheelhouse already, and they'll just kind of be drawn to it.
Yeah.
And then there are going to be other practitioners that are more on the science side. So maybe they won't be as drawn to it. So there's like Susan it's going to have this huge wide range of people that are drawn to this.
For different reasons.
So I'd say right off the bat, it would be more people who are drawn to the bioresonance because you can magnify it with frequencies, or drawn to like the healing arts with energy work.
That's cool. So like less of like the Western, I don't want to say modern, but like modern medicine type, and more so the people that are like, no, what we've known and what we've used before, Eastern type medicine.
Or even if like, for example, when I'm working with a client and I'm diving into our extended database of our frequency device, and I'm finding, okay, Epstein-Barr is in the lungs and this and that. I'm in like pure science mode, and I'm not thinking about crystals.
You're
really.
not like, oh, rose quartz.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So it's like time and place almost.
It's time and place. Yeah.
That's cool. That's actually really awesome. And like probably something you learn as you get deeper into that sort of field, right? Into that natural healing, natural medicine field. You start to think like it is, you get into those moments where it is, oh, rose quartz for this. Oh, amethyst for this. Oh, I want to know what this blue one is. I keep wanting to
fluorite. See what you feel with fluorite.
Hi.
So this is like clarity, purpose, order.
She's pretty.
Isn't she pretty? And sometimes it's like bright purple and blue.
It like reminds me of the ocean.
Yeah. And this one is in order to really change, we kind of have to accept where we are and surrender to it. Oh, and it kind of looks like the ocean, right? You're like surrendering to the ocean.
You can't control the ocean. Wait, I love what you just said. In order to really change, you have to
accept and just surrender to what it is. And from there, you can move forward.
It's like you have to recognize where you are in life and be like, this is what it is right now.
Yeah, for the breakup, what you just talked about. Like, okay, it happened. I did the grief. I did the anger. I did everything. It happened. In order to move forward, we get to love and forgive. Whatever happened for a reason. Who knows? Maybe it didn't. And once you're there, then you can move forward. Fluorite helps with that. So maybe fluorite would be a good one for breakups as well.
Like, am I going to let this situation overwhelm me and overtake me? Or am I just going to say, okay, that happened. I can move forward from this. I can become more than this. Oh, I love that. Oh, cute little fluoride. Fluoride?
Fluorite. We're not brushing our teeth with her.
I mean, but we could try. But we could try.
I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, are some crystals you do not want to put.
You're like, everyone stop listening to Kylie. I do not recommend that. Oh, that's so awesome.
There are also different shapes. So I brought 2 different types of quartz. You guys gave me this. And you can see how they're different pyramids. And there are lots of little babies here too. And then some are here. So they're.
Is that just how it grows? So it just chooses to be the.
Yeah. And this was probably in reality like off of a bigger one. And then it came off. But yeah, they're so pretty.
Well, and what's really cool actually is this one's kind of milky and the one that you're holding is really clear. But they're both quartz.
They're both quartz, yeah.
Well, I guess they're all quartz.
I mean, if you think about it, Kylie. If you think about it, this is going to this, right?
Yeah, it's just like a smooth version. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. This one's like glittery.
I know.
Look at you and your fancy pretty babies. Okay, what are some common complaints you get from clients that have you reaching for specific crystals? So like, we've been talking about rose quartz a lot, but let's use her. What's like a common complaint you get from a client that you're like, you need this, here you go?
Okay, I told you I'm not an expert. I don't really do that with my clients.
No, I want to know that.
Yeah, I tell them to go into a crystal store
and whatever. Just find it.
Yeah.
Do you keep certain crystals around you while you're seeing clients for like specific reasons?
Again, I have like so many.
You have your own crystal store.
I have my own little around me. Last time or 2 times ago, I was in Utah. There was this beautiful amethyst. It was like an L shape. And it had this selenite shard coming out of the middle. And it's a pretty big shard. And all around it were little baby amethysts. I call her Margarita because she looked like a margarita with the amethyst.
I love that. Yes, the rim.
And I was, it was pretty fragile because of that selenite sticking out, right? So the crystal store wrapped it up really well. And I'm going through Salt Lake City, the airport, and I tell them what it is, right? And it's going through the scanner. I had to hand carry it. And they're like, well, we're going to have to unwrap it. I'm like, okay, it's fragile, just so you know. And I'm standing there. And the person that did it was like, all the lines shut down. Everyone came running over. I guess when someone goes, it's like
this is bad. What are you bringing, Nadya?
So they're all standing around going like, oh my gosh, where'd you? I mean, they were like, it was an awe. All the lines were shut down for a few minutes in Salt Lake City because of this crystal.
Oh my gosh. You're sitting there like, I'm so sorry. I know. Okay, so why was the gasp? Why the...
It was gorgeous. I mean, how can you see like this shard with these little babies around it, you know?
Yeah. So then what, did she just call to you or were you like, this is like, what does that mean to you that it was an amethyst with you said a selenite?
Selenite, yeah. It was just so beautiful.
Like you were just
gorgeous.
Like, I need her.
But it was really funny because I had been in that, I always stay kind of near this crystal shop when I come here. And I had been in that store a few times and didn't see her. And then it's just like all of a sudden I saw it, you know?
It was like, I'm ready for you.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
Well, we're going to do a little rapid fire right now. I'm going to ask you some questions. And I don't care if it's just like what your gut says or if you have like scientific reasoning behind it. I just want to hear the answers, okay?
Okay.
Amethyst or rose quartz?
Amethyst.
Wearing a crystal or having a crystal in the room?
Wearing.
Okay. The most underrated crystal.
Ooh, bloodstone.
Pin in that one. Most overrated crystal.
Rose quartz.
Okay. The best crystal for stress or feeling overwhelmed.
Amethyst.
The crystal you would never recommend.
None.
Oh, good answer. Okay, that was my rapid fire. Bloodstone?
Yes, you're going to have to look it up. They're beautiful.
What are they known for?
To help with circulation and blood and heart.
I'm not even going to lie to you. You said it and I was like, okay, vampire. Vampire core. Okay,
The
so.
Vampire Diaries.
Yeah, no, really. Do you watch Vampire Diaries?
I do not. I knew you did those.
How did you know? I'm just joking. I have one more.
Okay.
What is the last crystal you bought for yourself and what drew you to it?
Ooh. Well, I just bought these here.
Okay.
And I was, so I was probably looking for like the 5 most common and like the biggest messages for people, right? Like we just talked about with the ocean and like accepting where you are. So that's what drew me to them. Like,
okay. Of all of them, which one do you like? Even just now in this moment, are you like
probably this one? I'm holding it, I'm twirling it, right? Just the general quartz. Like which one are you drawn to?
This one?
Now? Yeah,
this one. I didn't even know.
But again, it's like we're not going into it for a purpose. It's just like we're drawn to it and we're just holding it, right?
It's true, and it's bringing some sense of like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like direction or peace or calmness. Or this one for me, it was like tension release, like immediate tension release.
Do I make you tense?
Yeah, Nadya, you intimidate me, and
oh no,
and I'm scared of you. No, no, I wonder if it was just like coming in. You know, it's Monday morning. We're filming this on a Monday morning, and it might be just like coming into this. Okay, I have a whole week of stuff ahead of me. You know, and things to tackle and things to do, and
makes sense.
Yeah, my body must have just been like holding some of that, like
you didn't even know
anticipation. Yeah, I love crystals now. Catch me the next time you come. I have a quartz. You saw it. I have a quartz on my desk. Maybe I'll go get myself another. I want this one to be like just with me all the time, like in my purse or something. Honestly,
yeah.
But like, catch me with like a couple amethysts now, and I don't know. I have to go. What was the Utah location you were telling me about?
Oh, Sacred Energy Cafe.
Sacred Energy Cafe.
They have this huge chairs, of course, that you sit in.
They let you just like sit in them.
Yeah.
And, wow. Is that dangerous? Because we talked about how crystals can absorb certain energies. Do you think like
they do all sorts of things? So I've been there early in the morning because I'm on East Coast time usually. So they come through with drums and they clear everything. And I mean, it's a really cool place.
Love that. East Coast. What are your like go to this crystal shop? Like what is your like?
I haven't found one.
Really?
There's some really good ones in North Carolina, but not around where I live.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
that's why when I go places, I'm like, ooh, where can I find one?
Yeah. Okay, so North Carolina, people in North Carolina. What's the shop? Where should we send her?
I don't even know the names of them.
So you like
it's in like 100%. It's like in the Asheville area. Yeah, they're
in Asheville. Yeah. Okay, Asheville. Side note, love it there.
Yeah,
love it there. Okay, if someone listening to this is like intrigued, like they've never even thought about crystals, or maybe kind of thought about crystals, and listening to this, they're like, okay, I want to dive into this. What should they do first?
Go to a crystal store.
Go to a crystal store.
Yeah, they have like little bins, and it tells you a little bit of information about it. And don't even read the information. Just go in there, put your hands on things, see what makes you tingle, what you like, and go from there.
So you truly think like going into it, like don't prep yourself. Like go by feeling. And then once you get it, then like do your research. Like
kind of what I do.
Google
you could do it the opposite way.
Yeah. But you've had good experience doing it. Okay. So you go to the crystal shop. Don't Google it. Don't read the signs. Maybe the price.
Maybe. But you can also get benefits just being in the crystal shop with it. You don't have to buy it, right?
I love that.
So if I'm really drawn to this huge amethyst, there's going to be smaller amethysts that you can get. Yes. Sometimes when you go in with a preconceived notion is, I want this crystal for this. Like for you said you didn't even really like amethyst that much, right?
Yeah.
So if you go in with an open mind, and just receive whatever it is you receive.
So like if I wanted to go in, like I have this really big event coming up and I want to feel peace and I want to feel successful, not like, oh, I'm going to go look for citrine for this. It's I want to feel peace and successful and just like feel. Or I just went through this really hard situation in my life and I'm grieving and I want something to help me get through that and feel which one calls to you for that. And, it could be amethyst, it could be quartz, it could be selenite.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you. I'm learning.
It's kind of like, it's similar in naturopathy. The thing isn't usually the thing.
Oh, I want a t-shirt that says that.
I know, right?
The thing isn't usually the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Grief, for example, like maybe it was actually love that you never received is the root of the grief. Like and the crystals can kind of just like make you reflect a little bit.
That is really cool. Oh my gosh. This just got really deep. Okay, so obviously learned a lot. There's a lot to learn from you. I know you are so humble and truly you are just such a humble person. You're like, I'm not an expert, but I truly believe you are. I like in every situation I've talked to you, I like your stuff. And I know that people want to learn from you and talk and interact with you more. Where can people find you?
Yeah. So my website is quantumenergy.life. And you can message me there. You can find me on Facebook, Nadya Lutz.
Is there anything you just want to send out into the world before we close this up? Any final, Nadya Lutz is on a podcast, and what do we need to remember from? Oh my gosh, you almost got away. Oh wait, no, we answered.
I almost got away. Did you hear that? She said I almost got away.
You almost got away without giving us your karaoke song, but we came up with
Every Little.
Yep, Bob Marley. What song is that one? Every little thing is gonna be alright. Is it Don't Worry? Jake?
But that kind of fits in with crystals, right?
Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing. Three Little Birds. Okay.
Yes.
Three Little Birds is your karaoke song. Mine's Baby by Justin Bieber. Jake?
Yeah.
What's yours? Blue Velvet by Bobby Vinton. Never heard that
up. I know.
Yeah. Let's go have a dance party.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for letting me pick your brain and for helping me to learn and helping others to learn. And thank you for all you do to just better the world. Like honestly, from my heart, honest. Thank you for doing that.